Cage rating. Hello. I will quickly. Come on. I'm always a little slow about these. But there you go. There's a shout out for Cage. Welcome in, Cage, in your raid. Hello everyone. Welcome to Emerald Lake. It's me, Raven. We'll be reading SCPs this stream. Ooh. With a slightly squeaky and annoying mic, as it is wont to do. Anyway, feel free to lurk or pop in and out. Hello everyone. Hello. And Brian hitting us with the compliments. Yee, thank you. You are just as worthy of all the nice things that come your way in life, okay, Brian? Oh, Cage pins it. Thank you. Well, that's a very incorrect reading, and so funny considering last stream it was so much better. The numbers were so much nicer. Wow. Oh, thank you, Jarvis, I think. It's a little hoarse right now. My voice is just a little bit off because I have a sore throat. I don't know why, but yeah. But I'm here. And I appreciate the compliment. 15 is better. There's one better number. Oh, jeez. England, nice. We've got lots of different time zone friends here, lots of different countries. Yeah, freaking throat. But fun to get to know all the different places. Thank you. All right. What was I also saying? I wanted to have said. Eep. I don't know. Well, I hope everyone else is doing good, and we will be getting started on the spooky stories, more recommended stories. Good to see different people in here, specifically nuriakea. I think we have a story from you. Hold on. Which one do we have from you? Yeah, it's the one we're starting with, so perfect. We're going to be reading first up. Let's see if I can get it up. Here we go. The first one we're reading is SCP-6820, which was a nuriakea recommendation. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Did you know when you look up at the screen, you see shining a beautiful star? Are my eyes stars? No, they're not. Oh, that was just you being nice. Thank you. Oh, go ahead. Lurk or disappear and come back, Cage. No worries. You rated in. Go look after yourself and you can come back and do the mod part after. You have no requirement. I don't keep attendance. You're fine if you have to leave. Dark says end lurky. Ooh. Then I shall. Hold on. Let me copy. Do. We will add it to the list. Here we go. Yes, this spot. Do that. And also, this person name. It is nuriakea's recommendation. Marvelous. Okay, it's on the list. It is right there. I see it. Ooh, Darkstorm's got 90. You get the good numbers today. There you go. Last stream we were like, did Brian just manage all the good numbers? But then he had a very bad roll, and it was no, it was a very bad love. You got a perfect roll, a perfect riz. You didn't have a good love, and now you've also got not a great love. But anyway, have you done 999? I think I have done 999. Let's look at that. It's gonna annoy me just a bit. I already put up the thing. Yes, Brady recommended SCP-999. It was a while ago, so Brady Cthulhu was the first one to recommend that one. It is in my VODs if you want to go watch it. I could not tell you which one, but I usually list every single story I read in the descriptions in the YouTube VODs. So there you go. Oh no! Yes, very bad, Riz. Sorry, D-VOD. Oh, sorry, it got buried. Thank you for the follow, Riz Monster, RZ Monster, whatever. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hi. All right. Now I will actually start reading. Maybe. We try. But you're okay. Yes. So we have SCP-6820, and it's listed as admonition. It feels like I'm in the wrong spot. So tell me if this sounds wrong, nuriakea, but it looks like it'll be a lot. So we'll take a break after the first file half, and then do redeems, and then we'll do the next half, and we'll see how much we get done. There we go. Okay, perfect. But it's very cool. It's got a whole different aesthetic. There's lots of different versions of the SCP pages and stuff. They look a little different each time, but this one is like, whoa, difficult. And because it's so artsy, it looks like you have a different mode that you can view, an accessibility mode. Ooh. Oh. It's changing. Yeah, there's a brighter version, so you can read it a little bit more easy. I'm gonna go back to the spooky standard mode for that extra spooky energy. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, thank you for the hug, Darkstorm. Just seeing that. But alright. Here we go. And then I'll get to redeem. So thank you, Lana LaFrog. Frog. Oh, and the stretch. But I will get to those after. Oh, I will do the hydrate right now. I will hydrate. I'll do the stretch after. But yes, I'll get to those after. So we start with a notice from Records and Information Security Administration. The following documents were received from alternate timeline, AU 6820, per Statement 3.1 of the 1981 Multi-Foundation Coalition Agreement, which stipulates that, in the case of an irreparable XK-class event or similar, relevant files should be autonomously disseminated to all other signees for cautionary purposes. So I'm guessing, okay, the world's about to end. We better tell the other worlds in case it happens over there. Yes? So we have some big bad stuff already. Yeah, their world already ended. Okay. File 1 out of 2. SCP-6820, Level 4 Secret. Containment Class, Thaumiel, I think it would be said. Secondary Class, Drigioni? I don't know. Sad thing is you gotta go. I'm getting up in 6 hours. Oh no! Oh, good night, Darkstorm. The VOD will be up. I will share. I have to upload. I gotcha. I will upload and you will see. Hi, Nani. Hello, hello. Alright. Disruption Class. Eki or EKHI. It's got the little 4 and spooky eye. This is one of those. They have the little pictograms, the little HOIMIS, workplace safety kind of logo things. But it's cool. And then risk class is caution. Ooh, have fun, Nani. No need to chat. You'll just be hanging around. Sounds good. So this says assigned sites are Site 01, Site 02, and Site 19. I don't know how it's in all of those sites, but I'm sure will be explained soon. Project leads are 058, and this says Foundation Special Projects Advisor in the first little footnote there, as well as Director Gears. Research heads, Director Gears, and various assigned departments says various, And then the footnote says, including but not limited to AIAD. Oh, this text is very small. Sorry. Too many letters shoved in together for such small. Okay. Physics, mathematics, metaphysics, noospherics, I don't know that one. Ontokinetics, sciences, just general sciences, okay. Temporal anomalies, xenobiology, and the achromatic abatement, I think. Oh no, this might be one long. Achromatic abatement, applied occultism, memetics and countermemetics, and quantum supermechanics sections. Site 43. The and the spots are confusing me, as well as... Yeah, I think that's all one place. The achromatic abatement, applied occultism, memetics and countermemetics, and quantum supermechanics is all one group, because that was all italic. But I don't know. Anyway, tiny little footnotes this time. I might get I might get distracted and all squinty again, or say things wrong, because the letters aren't staying in their lane when they're that small. Okay. SC procedures. All files pertaining to Project Anti-Kill are to be reviewed and analyzed by its assigned personnel in conjunction with the Records and Information Security Administration, the Internal Security Department, and Overseer Council. Footnote: Drygioni class objects are under official investigation and authentication by the Overseer Council. All right. The following points of interest are under investigation. Point 1, the nature of SCP-6820-A. Point 2, the motives for irreversible and unnecessary decommissioning of SCP-6820-A in opposition to standard protocol. Point 3, the motives for sizable monetary and diplomatic resources spent in pursuit of neutralization of SCP-6820-A. The motives for the formation and decades-long operation of Project Anti-Kill. And finally, the motives for the universal and unconditional hatred of SCP-6820-A. Okay, so we're investigating why we tried to stop this thing. Why do we hate it? We don't know what's going on. But also, we don't even know what it is. But then we have a big photo. A lot of doodads and such. Looks like a funky geometric something, like maybe something like a 30-sided die. I don't know how many sides that would be. With wires and plugs on it. It's inconsistent. It's hanging from a ceiling, like connected to something. There's a little bunch of little like satellite things, or satellite dishes looking things around the floor in a circle near it. So I don't know what's going on here. And it does look like there's still pieces being for putting it up, and that makes sense because it says at the bottom it is SCP-6820 Section A, a late-stage construction. And nuriakea says it's a big as hell. So, yeah, I think that would make sense. I'm seeing these cranes, and, with this, somewhere in my head, I'm like, that doesn't look very big because of the walls around this. But, in the background of the photo. But I could see this being very, very big, and these are proper, full-size construction cranes. And then, this is absolutely freaking giant. But anyway, oh, hi! My voice. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow, CollectZS. With the X and the Z next to each other. I don't totally know how to say it. But hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Alright, so yes, big thing. Lots of wires, doodads, but it was still in construction, and geometric of something big. Alright, here we go. Description. SCP-6820 is a highly classified, advanced No. That's almost always off. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. Um. Oof. All right. SCP-6820 highly classified advanced. Oh yes, I was stuck on a pronunciation. I think it's Eigen weapon? Eigen weapon? EIGEN weapon. All one word. Anyway, Agen. There you go. Thank you, nuriakea. Agen weapon located within Anti-Kill Facility A, AKF A. Ooh. A subterranean facility beneath Secure Administration Site 1. This weapon is the culmination of Project Anti-Kill. Sorry, Site 01, but anyway. Project Anti-Kill, a high priority operation conducted with the express purpose of irreversible, universal neutralization of SCP-6820-A, except weirdly, the SCP name, Eigen. Eigen. There you go. Sorry. SCP-6820-A was like in brackets, so it's like, considering that's a quote, I think that's a different name that they were referring to it with. The project was initiated in January 1968 and operated continuously. Oh no. Okay, well, shorter. Okay. Operated continuously until the activation of SCP-6820 on 2021-08-05. Inconsistent with our dates every time. Which version of that is that supposed to be? 8th month or 8th day? I don't know. Okay. Probably month. But okay, that took a long time to make. And it's interesting that it was considered, or maybe I have it out. I don't know. But anyway, okay. Operated until the activation of it in 2021, whereupon a CK class, or it has in brackets and quotes, reality restructuring event retroactively erased SCP-6820-A and its, this time Nuspheric has one of the O's with the double dot. Nuspheric? I don't know how to say. Content from consensus existence. I'm a little confused on which thing was what and which order now of removal and building, because usually we start with the 6820. We got the first letter or the first integer there, and then we have the additional, the integer with an A or an additional number. And this time we learn 620A first and then 620, and it's back and forth, and I don't know which is which, so please help. But okay. But it retroactively erased something, so that is spoopy. A is an entity. Okay. And 620 is something to do with it. Okay. Because we see the photo, 620 is the big construction. It's used to erase A from existence. Okay. Yeah, that usually they go the other way around, where the entity is the thing, and then what you do, or an additional thing coming off of the entity. It's it's the Eigen machine. But like usually, do you know what I mean? Where they start with the integer, and then the things that are more branched, created, or related get named after, and thus have the little A. It just feels backwards. So anyway, okay. SCP-6820 has remained operational since. Preliminary investigation thus far presents no clear method. sorry. Oh, goodness. No clear method of deactivation, so they don't know how to turn the thing off. Oh, no. SCP-6820-A was an object, entity, phenomenon, or other item, anomalous or otherwise, successfully neutralized from existence via completion and activation of SCP-6820. Hi, Yar. The only extant record of its conceptual reduction is likely stored inaccessibly within SCP-6820. Research is ongoing. Oh, okay. So because they erase things after the fact, they don't know. That's why that is under investigation. I am understanding now. That's why we had the little thing forward. We still don't know what that thing was or why we wanted to kill it, but here's this thing we made that did and in fact, yep, killed it. Kind of thing. And I say it because they still say object, entity, phenomenon, or other item. But, like, you say entity. So it might be them. But, yeah. Okay. We still don't know what's happening, but this is all we've got so far. Cool. Now we have Addendum 68. No, I do not know what they removed. I think that's the point. They don't know. They said... The procedures, all files pertaining to this are to be reviewed. The following things. 682. Oh. That's the mean guy, right? Because I always remember 682 first as the little cute lizard, which is the same number but different guy. Different guy. It's 682 cute. Anyway. Is that it? Sorry. Okay. If that would make sense, but we'll learn more probably. Here's the addendum though. Addendum 6820I, which is interesting. We skipped right on along. It seems either they just hold back a bunch of papers when they do this, or like they just skip letters and stuff. It's funny. I assume they're holding back papers. Another? How dare I? Sorry. I assume they're holding back papers, but to do that feels like very unhelpful for making the stuff, but oh well. They need to use a different font. I hate when they do that, how you can't tell now what is what. You know what I mean? 'Cause like, I can't tell if it's an L or an I or a 1 or nothing when they do that. It's freaking annoying. Stop doing that. Do better. Ah! The attack of the gun. It does. I'm sorry. Ugh. How's the stories going? It's going good so far, Cosmic, but we just started and a little confused, mostly because if it's not following usual pattern of numbering and stuff, and then getting free yawns without redeeming. Do people redeem yawns? Wow. Oh no. Like Beetlejuice. Jeez. We said it too many times. I was complaining about fonts, and we need to have something with more, I think they're called serifs or whatever, the parts that stick out, so that I want to be able to know what frickin' letter I'm reading, dang it. Okay. But anyway, this is an addendum, and it says pre-proposal conference, video transcript, anti-kill 2C61. Date 2006-06-06. Hey! Fun! Parties present. Project Advisor 058. Project Director C. Gears. Master... Oh, I don't think I know this. Paratechnician? Place H... Oh, that's placeholder, I think. Place HMD PhD. Yeah, that's placeholder, isn't it? And then Esophysics Director H. Genevieve. And a forward, Director Genevieve gathered an informal conference following that day's conclusion of Project Anti-Kill activities, hoping to introduce parties present to and gauge the feasibility of a plan of her own. That's placeholder McDoctorate. Yes, yes. It's so fun. Okay, anyway. So, Genevieve collected people to introduce, present the possibility of a plan that she has, and that's very vague, but we'll probably learn in a second. Ooh. You know what? I think I prefer the other way to see this, because now when there's redacteds, I can't tell. It just looks like there's chunks missing. It's so funny. Okay, anyway, sorry. We will begin the transcript. The four are seated at a black desk within Site 19's administrative offices. 058. And you didn't think to notify the scheduling algorithm? I'm sure you're aware I have other projects to oversee. It's not redactions, it's disassociated text. It looks like... You know what? I don't know. A lot of SCP's entries are redacted, which is fine. It is, but like it's a little bit funny when they look a little bit weird. Text canon can be perceived because their contents been ejected from reality, preventing conception. Text cannot be perceived. Mayhaps that is it? It looks like some of this is just normal, a name that you have to redact or a dates that you have to redact kind of things, but I'll find out. Yes, so 0508 is annoyed at scheduling and whatever, but okay. Then Director Genevieve. Ooh, Nani! Damn, 102. Good for you. Look at that. We had some bad numbers before, and look at you just blowing us all out of the water. Riz God. Okay. See, that's where it's blah. Hey, let's go. A girl talked to me today, and it worked. There you go. Oh, yeah, or you might have to wait. You might not, but I don't know. Okay. Director Genevieve says, my apologies, advisor. It was only a few hours ago that the idea was proposed. Oh, yar, dang! 108! And then nuriakea 12. Nope. Really? Really goes to just show off there. 61. Well, that's not terrible. Nani! Don't get too jealous. Come on. The slaps. Oh, you goofs. Okay. Right. Sorry. Oh no. Sorry. Okay. Director Genevieve said, sorry, it was only a few hours ago that this was proposed. Director Gears, respectfully, this project takes precedence, sorry. Oh, jeez, awful roll. And thanks for hugs, Brian. Okay. 0508. Yes, but this meeting does not. Unless you've just solved our longest standing containment crisis. Placeholder McDoctorate. It's listed as PhMD, and I'm just like, no, that's placeholder McDoctorate. I will put some sauce there. Okay. Whew. 8's optimistic today. So placeholder sarcastic. I like him. Okay. 058 gesturing toward placeholder McDoctorate. Does he need to be here? Director Genevieve, are we trying to delay this meeting? I should say. And there's silence on recording. Director Genevieve, I thought not. Now, Overseer, I'm aware you've seen tens of thousands of termination attempts on redacteds. Oh, okay, so this would be a name, but because the machine erased everything about them, now I understand. So, yes, it is both a redacted name. Well, not really both. It is redacted here in text because it has been removed. The text no longer exists. But I'm guessing it's saying attempts on SCP-682. Anyway, but okay. And I, of course, because all I can see is a little dash and like 2 spaces. But anyway. And I, of course, know their collective success rate. Your skepticism is warranted, but please hear me in earnest. Sorry. 058 nods. Director Genevieve. I direct the Physics Department, which you all well know is concerned with embodiments, manifestations of concepts within reality. An embodiment of the concept red would carry all of the characteristics conceptually associated with that color, such as being angry or desirable or malevolent. This is a simplified method of conceptualizing what's actually going on here. A tangible object or entity embodies a mimetic structure within the noosphere, by conforming to its ideatic shape. Okay, I understand. Placeholder McDoctorate nods along. 058 and Director Gears share a glance of confusion. Y'all are confused, but McDoctorate is following along. Of course he needs to be here, clearly. Okay. Director Genevieve, simply put, an embodiment is a physical item that's shaped like an idea, and given the progression of human intelligence and development over time, that shape can change. This means that the esophysical nature of an entity is not readily apparent. It can be discerned by comparing the entity's change over time to changes in human conception and eidetic space. A correlation almost certainly indicates causation. I have to say, I'm thinking of the way that some people understood how like gods of certain things changed in oral histories over time as people had different thoughts on what the things are that those gods oversaw. Then those gods kind of changed also a little bit. I think it's cool. Okay. All right. Then Director Gears. So I'm assuming your department has observed such a correlation in, I think this is SCP again, so probably SCP-682 from our hint, has observed such a correlation in SCP-682's case. Director Genevieve, correct. 058. You must know you're not the first to suggest this. Whether or not blank's a conceptual entity has no impact on the success of the project. This one was just a little thing, apostrophe S. Whether or not it's not the same SCP-682. It's shorter. I don't know. It has no impact on the success of the project. Placeholder McDoctorate. If that were true, she wouldn't have called a meeting. 058's mouth opens, then closes again. They motion for Director Genevieve to continue. Yeah, shut up. Director Genevieve, blank here, has grown increasingly blank and blank due to containment and termination efforts over time. I'm gonna take a random stab at 682, increasingly, insert things that would be what 682 does with termination efforts over time. So, growing more aggressive, angry, violent, whatever. Corresponding with the growth of the human intellectual capacity. Whatever concept blank 682 embodies is extremely complex and is so large that can only partially intersect with the noosphere. Director Gears. And if it's not native to human thought, it can be removed without risk. Director Genevieve, as far as we understand it. Placeholder McDoctorate. Just so I understand, we'll remove blank 682 from human thought, thereby making everyone forget about it? What good will that accomplish? Director Genevieve, you misunderstand. I'm suggesting we eject the 682 concept from the noosphere. Just says blank concept from the noosphere. If there are no minds able to comprehend a given concept, its embodiments are broken. They return to the following natural law. Okay. 058, brief pause. Meaning what exactly? They become non-anomalous? Placeholder McDoctorate shares a glance with Director Genevieve in apparent realization. Director Genevieve, better yet, they become killable. End of transcript. But then there's an afterword. A new Project Anti-Kill sub-proposal has entered the drafting process, slated for express approval by administration. Loyal and relevant anti-kill personnel are to be preemptively reallocated where appropriate. And addendum. Then we've got a new thing. It's the initial sub-proposal for Project Anti-Kill. And then we'll have another report, and then the next one. Okay. Slowly scroll and reload. All right, so this is addendum 6820, and yes, you are correct. It's Roman numerals, because this time it says I. Here we go. Initial sub-proposal. Project Anti-Kill Sub-Project number 13225. 2006-0802, Director Harlow Genevieve, Esophysics Department. Sub-Project Proposal. Purpose. Construct an anomalous weapon capable of neutralizing, I assume that's SCP-682. A little bit of a question mark, but yeah, I assume. Okay. Abstract. While several decades of Project Anti-Kill's termination attempts, including blank dash testing with dash 096 dash 173 dash 217, I think those are all other SCPs, etc. So I think that's saying termination attempts, including something testing with SCP-096 and so on, different ways that they've tried to kill 682 with the other SCPs, have proven unsuccessful. They have also proven useful. Strenuous research and cross-examination of blank, but it looks like SCP's interactions and resultant big ol' space that doesn't seem broken up. Maybe it's a couple words, but maybe it's one word. I think it's one word. I don't know. Resultant somethings, or something rather, have motivated the Esophysics Department to attempt a new approach to the project. The creation of an anomalous weapon with the express purpose of tangibly and conceptually purging SCP-682 from reality. But that was, of course, redacted as well, because as far as we know, that SCP doesn't exist anymore. Shh, what are you talking about? Never mind. Method. To ensure access to ample administrative and computational resources, as well as secrecy from relevant groups of interest, the weapon provisionally designated... I need water. Hold on. I don't think I had enough helpful tea this morning. It didn't do enough. Kate says this is fine. What do you say that this is fine to? It is all chaos. They're going to take it all down and be confusing. The weapon provisionally designated A06820 is to be housed beneath Secure Administration Site 01. This entails the excavation of over 50 million cubic meters of earth. 'Cause it's giant. Really weren't kidding her. Were you, nuriakea? SCP doesn't exist. Mostly I'm just chiming in from being partially AFK. Oh, yeah. I think the more proper insertion is all of the mind wipe things. Like, there is no war embossing, say. These are not the droids you were looking for. SCP does not exist. Or, Mean Girls, the limit does not exist. Can cook yet 'cause someone is lurking the kitchen. How dare. Get out of kitchen, lurker. Give to cage. Or give cage food. That would be nice. Okay, sorry, distraction. Okay, but it is very, very big, as you said. And as expedited by anomalous technologies. Hey, they're taking advantage of the stuff they prison. Lovely. Anyway, which is planned to take place over an 8-month period. Evidently, it took a lot longer from 68 to 2021, but sure. Once excavated, this chamber, Anti-Kill Facility A, will house the various mechanisms. Oh no! I tried to do a mini, half yawn thing. It did not work. Okay. Once excavated, this chamber, Anti-Kill Facility A, will house the various mechanisms required for AO-682O's operation, including Section A, Central Computing Node. Probably the thing we saw, I don't know. The Central Computing Node will house a complex self-iterative neural network with two main functions: pattern recognition and reality manipulation. This artificial intelligence is to be fed all records of SCP-682's. A whole sentence is gone there. I don't... Nothing is there. And termination attempts as training data. The network will be conditioned to map a target quantum informational structure corresponding to the conceptual reduction of upon AO-682O's activation, the node will act as an ontokinetic web crawler, in quotes, interfacing with Section B to scrub all instances of SCP-682, assumedly's, conceptual structure from consensus reality. Cool. Central computer. We got it. Done. Section B. Placeholder gears ontokinetic sync. They're naming it after their buddies. Can we just say it ontokinetic sync? Whatever. The PHGOS, because it's placeholder gears, PHGOS. Anyway, is designed as an enormous reality anchoring mechanism and ontokinetic interface. It is to read the sum quantum informational content of the universe and encode it into a readable format, thereby allowing other systems to read and react to the entire state of reality. The PHGOS can and will be piloted to enact localized reality restructuring events, directly editing the narrative space-time continuum based on its source data. I'm not used to narrative space-time, but cool. As such, it will interface with the central node to ensure the indefinite non-existence of, theoretically, SCP-682. Section C. Completely redacted name there. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's what houses them. I don't know. But the funky thing is that the little direct description says self-explanatory. No, it's not. It's not there. I don't know what is. I will now say I see a little layout, Anti-Kill Facility A. It says proposed layout for AKFA. And it's got these two sections. And then it describes the sizings. We have 423 meters on the x-axis and 400 meters on the other section, just one of the sections, y height. And the one section is mostly a circle, so it makes sense that it's a little bit. But there is also a little piece that sticks out on both sides. So we're ignoring some degree of space. So, but over 400 meters wide and tall or something, depth and width, I don't know, height. It's not giving me 3D, but anyway. It's very big. It's very, very big. Good, good, good. Okay. And the section A was a little circle. Section B is like the little platform. Oh, no, wait a minute. Now I see. They gave us a cross. This is all one thing. I see now. Funky junk. It is ooh. Okay. It's got the little extra, but the C looks to be some kind of like, it kind of looks like a little corner tube feeding in from G to B, and I don't know what G is. Let's scroll to what G section is. Site 01 secured database. Okay. Section H is elevator access from above, it looks like. So C might be some sort of access going from G to F / all the way to B. And F is calibration towers. Oh, no, I think we just go around. Oh, yes, the F's are just next to the C. I don't know. Check it out. It looks like a bunch of pieces. Anyway, but I'm trying to figure out what the heck C is. I don't know. Moving on. Never mind. I give up. Section D is secondary computing. Additional server capacity for secondary functions. Predicted secondary functions include self-optimization, heuristic and meta-heuristic analysis, creativity simulations, and something no longer there. I just see the little period at the end. I don't know what it is. Section E, dual anti-fusion reactor, an isolated power source for and dependent on AO6820. The dual-core reactor will manipulate an embedded antimatter drive to generate high-energy fusion reactions between both matter and antimatter pairs, then neutralize them at their respective peak system activities. Hello, Dimda. Section F, like I said, calibration towers. Their primary observation and diagnostic facilities for AO6820. Section G, as I said, Site 01 secure database. Section H, elevator access, which is pre-existing structures, I guess. Find attached a list of relevant departments and research personnel. I don't see an attach directly here, but maybe it's below. And then update from 2021-08-04. Sub-project completed with minimal incident. All systems operational. Preparations are being made for activation within 24 hours. Yes, we did know that. All right. Addendum 6820, Roman numeral 3. I. Investigative report. And this says Drygioni protocol, or Drygioni, I don't know. Investigation 6820A. From 2021-08-12, Director Charles Gears, Project Antikill. Initial findings report. Documents reviewed 177. Documents remaining 22,406. Items of interest. We have first up a little image on the corner. I'll address. It's it's 1/2 15th or 1 2 to the power of 15th. A half to the power of 15th? I'm not totally following how that fraction works, sorry. But just one piece of SCP-6820A's genetic sequence. So 6820A being 682. So we've got just a little collection of the genetic sequence. It's a bunch of blue, green, and white with a little, what looks like missing black, because the little blue, green, white are all circulars, and the black fills in even when, it's the little corners. But it's a nice little mosaic showing off the genetic sequence, that is. So first off, items of interest, it starts with the nature of the erased subject. Initial document review indicates Project Anti-Kill's intent to erasure the ensure. We're going to back up. Initial document review indicates Project Anti-Kill's intent to ensure the non-existence of SCP-6820A in all forms, including any arrangement of data that might serve as a vector for its propagation. This suggests that the item may have been a conceptual entity, which would contradict numerous, heavily corrupted logs of termination attempts implying its existence as a physical entity, e.g., frequent use of the term body mass. Furthermore, internal inspection of SCP-6820's central computing node has allowed partial mapping of the data arrangement it has been trained to eliminate. Analysis by the Department of Xenobiology confirms that this pattern describes a unique genetic sequence presenting composite features of kingdoms Animalia, Plante, I don't know how to pronounce the T-A-E thing, but plants, and fungi, as well as several embedded non-organic structures, with its most prominent structures closely resembling the class Reptilia. Immediately following the publishing of this analysis, a localized reality restructuring event occurred. AKF-AC no longer exists. I don't know what that is, AKF-AC, but nor does any record of what it may have been. Given that there is currently no clear point of human entry to SCP-6820, and that personnel must have entered and recall entering its central node for internal analysis, it is hypothesized that Section C was some form of staff access to the chamber. Oh, that's the part that was removed. There you go. It was the staff access to the chamber. I knew it was possibly because it looked like the elevator bit. There you go. The reasons for its erasure remain unclear. I guess so that nobody goes near it, but it does feel weird. Anyway, then, motives for neutralization and excessive resources spent. The Foundation operates on strict protocols, one of which is to contain, not eradicate, the anomalous. My gosh, my brain. Decommissioning is a practice reserved for those scenarios in which it is either absolutely necessary or presents no ethical quandaries. Our persistence in pursuit of Project Anti-Kill is not only uncharacteristic, but indicates that SCP-6820A was a prime threat to the directives of the Foundation, as more resources had been dedicated to it than any other individual anomaly or other item. A vast and apparent majority of these funds were spent in termination attempts. And yet there is no evidence to suggest that the subject's threat was impending. In fact, the continuance of Project Anti-Kill over most of the past century suggests that, if it had posed existential and or organizational threats, they could not have yet occurred before its erasure. Alternatively, it is possible that SCP-6820A possessed a sort of mimetic or otherwise compulsory effect that influenced Foundation personnel to neutralize the item, though that such a drastic effect was able to remain undetected for several decades is unlikely. So, okay, I was going to say that, here they are, it's unreasonable that they just kept trying to kill this thing, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of said that if they just kept trying to kill 682, it only makes it more upset. They really need to stop. But now they've thrown in this idea that it was causing them to want to kill it. And that kind of adds up, because if we're going off of this maybe being the concept of anger kind of things, then it would probably make other people get angry or influence things towards aggression. If it is the embodiment of aggression, then makes sense that the people around it would become aggressive. But anyway, that's cool. Anyway, all right. Finally, motives for unconditional and universal hatred of SCP-6820A, inconclusive. There you go. Then we have notes, and that's the end of the addendum and the end of the first file. So we'll probably be taking the break for redeems in a minute. Notes. As former Project Anti-Kill director, I feel obligated to share my anecdotal experience regarding this deeply confusing situation. To be clear, I retain all memories of working on the project insofar as I can discern. I have grown rather accustomed to horrifying phenomena over my lengthy tenure with the Foundation, yet I distinctly recall an intense reaction to something, on levels both administrative and personal. I recall my presence and involvement in drafting relevant documents, submitting and approving termination attempt requests, organizing increasingly involved projects, and yet I know not the content of these events. Hardly any information which would distinguish SCP-6820A from any other item or entity has persisted, and none of it is in my head. Strikingly, all I can recall of the subject is my emotional relationship to it, which is apparently shared by all other anti-kill personnel. SCP-6820A was universally perceived as loathsome, directly prejudicial to life, and quote-unquote disgusting. Whatever it was, I detested it, and did my peers, and, as it seems, all whom it came into contact with. Despite its erasure, these feelings have not dissipated, nor have I felt satisfaction in our quote-unquote defeat of SCP-6820A. Instead, I am wary that we have been manipulated. It is entirely possible that SCP-6820 brought itself into existence, along with all related memories, during its initial reality restructuring event, and manufactured the supposed existence and subsequent non-existence of SCP-6820A to distract us. How does that work? The machine came into existence on its own and came up with 682, basically, to distract them. Interesting. It appears to have erased the access shaft to its chamber, limiting research and investigation of its components. Immediately following the publishing of information vital to the nature of SCP-6820A. This could be excused as it's fulfilling its function, keeping SCP-6820A excluded from the noosphere, though the fact that our research is still intact is contradictory to this. Given that our dedication to such a project as Anti-Kill does not quote-unquote add up, as it were, I am inclined to believe that we cannot trust the intelligent, omniscient, omnipotent paraweapon beneath the Foundation's central administrative facilities. Recommending immediate decommissioning of SCP-6820 by any means necessary. Sounds like that rage at 682 has only grown. Now they want to take out the machine. But anyway, that is file 1 out of 2. So we'll take a break. Ooh, that's some spooky looking. We've got moving pictures now. We've got GIFs. I'm going to take a quick break. Unfortunately, I have to quickly pop away. But I will be right back. And then I will start with Singing Frog, and I will do the stretch as I get up. So here we go with stretch. Ooh. Okay. Ah. And yes, then we'll be back with those triggers. I am so sorry to have to pop away. All right. Okay, I am back. All right, let's get going with the singing frog. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Just moving all the things. Singing frog. And now you see. All right, here we go. There was our singing frog. Ooh, I almost dropped him. Don't do that. Oh, goodness. He was trying to jump out of my hand. All right. Now we have glass jar. Get over here, glass jar. Why are you so far away? It's not really just a glass jar. It's a candle, but it's not the candle part that affects you lot. It affects me. I get all the nice smell, so I'm not mad. But okay, here we go. I'm gonna do glass jar. Tappies. Okay. All right, then we'll do that singing frog next break. But here we go. There we are. And there was our glass jar. What is that little... It's a corgi bouncing around. It looked like a little hamster or something. Look at him. It's so cute. Okay, that was glass jar. Let's do some brushes. Alright. Let's just adjust the mic for that, because we get real quiet. Alright, here's brushes. And there was our brushies. Okay, I'm gonna bring that back to normal. And we're gonna do some humming. Alright. Now with my throat right now, the humming is especially maybe not great. I might have to only do the one song that so far was okay before. But it's like I can tell different tones on my voice are feeling better. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I pull off. Alright. I think that will be it for the right now. And yes, your George Foreman grill needs to hurry up. Come on, Cage needs food. Hurry up. Give food. Gib. Alright. Where was my brain just there? It left. No, my brain left a long time ago. But, oh, I'm doing this. Come on. That's what I do. Oh, Cage needs food badly. Ah! Hurry! Hurry, grill! Do work! Thank you, Genarium, for hydration. I'm going to do that lots right now. Oh, Cage was idiot. Oh! But that makes sense. You needed food, and so of course brain did not work. Oh, I'm so glad that my grill just works with wood, charcoal, and gasoline. Yeah, it's a different kind of grill, isn't it? The little George Foreman grills. I think they're electric, but now I'm thinking about how to make food. Nah. Raven, don't get too distracted. We've got things to read. All right. Ooh, oh. That does make sense. It wasn't fully connected. No wonder it didn't want to do stuff. Okay. Problems solved. No, what am I doing? That looked like it was SCP insert 4-letter swear. Because it's even 4 digits. It was perfect. Okay. My main grill has no gas, and I'm not eager to buy more in this economy. Very freaking fair. Agreed. Don't do that. But alright. We shall settle in. Oh, it's kind of funny. I'm usually not wearing this kind of earring while I'm streaming, but I've got these little weird earrings on. Not weird, they're nice, but they are very good at swinging. They're very solid pendulums. And with my headphones on, to hear myself, if I move my head and the earring starts to go, I can really hear how it rubs against the bottom of the headphone. And so I move my head and then it goes wiggle, 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 wiggle. I wish you could hear it like I can hear it. You can't. It's not very audible, but it's funky. And so every time I move, especially now while I'm laughing because my head is moving, it goes again. Brainless Raven is having a little no brain cell moment. It's just the sound of if someone... You know what? I could probably do this. I could probably mimic it. We're taking a break. Never mind. We're not going to read just yet. We're doing another trigger that I may be making up right now. Here we go. Hold on. All right. Okay. Okay. It might work. It might not work. Let's see if I can hear it. Okay. I took one earring off. And I'm just kind of... no. Okay. I got to turn up the volume. Way. Okay. I got to shut up because it's going to get very, very loud. I'm going to go very, 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 very loud. Keep going. Okay. Maybe now. Maybe. There. Let's see if this works. It's that little sound. But the problem is, because it's not on a pendulum, it's not going to stay there. But it has to drag against something. Okay, this is hard. The physics of this. It's so funny. Okay, hold on. Okay, back to slightly louder talking Raven. I can't do it on the mic because there's too much drag on the mic. There's too much friction there. It loses its energy to keep going back and forth in the pendulum way that it do when it's hanging from the ear. But it has to be right up on the mic for you to be able to hear the little, friction sound. When it's just on the ear, you can hear it. But yeah, anyone that has their own ears pierced, they know what it means to have some of the weirdnesses like that. Yeah. Sounds like something my headphones do. I wear glasses, and if I do anything that makes the top half of my face move, the glasses will shift, and the earpieces will make a fart noise against the headphones. Yeah. Oh my goodness. In the pandemic, when you had to have all the things on your ears, the glasses and the earrings, maybe if you choose, and the headphones or earbuds, and your mask, and the next thing you know, your ears are just overloaded, and now I'm back to just a couple things, and it's like you hear the little movements again, and you're like, oh, it's simple. It's not painful. But okay, yes, the different things, whether it's the glasses and headphones, or earrings and headphones, or mask, the different noises, they're so funny. I'm just gonna keep playing. It's the diminishing sound as it fades out, so it's fun. I used to have these earrings with a chain and a little spike ball on the end, so I get it, sort of. Yeah, the beaded earrings trigger that I've done, they make the noise when you're walking around and your head's moving. You can hear the little beads wrestle against each other, and that's why I pulled that one out as a trigger, because I'm like, I loved hearing that when I'm walking and I hear the little beads, and it's so nice. But this is a different one because it's not quite Pac-Man sound. It's not the waka waka, but it is kind of like a wah 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 wah. Somewhere between Pac-Man and Charlie Brown parent talk. Just because it's a slowly fading sound and it rubs on the headphones. It's such a fun and entertaining way to live, having little noisy things on your ears, because you can get distracted by said noisy things on ears. You're getting more and more the idea of what kind of person Raven is. Yay, welcome to the lack of brain. Yay. Oh, thank you. I'm glad we're all in it together now. Yeah. Props for the waka waka sound. Thank you. I like making the dumb little sounds. They're fun. Now I kind of want to make one of my redeems be like something like that, where it's just the little mimic weird noise thing. It's nice. But okay, back to SCP-6820. Am I right? Wait, this is a story times, isn't it? I should do story times. Alright. File 2 out of 2. Boom, boom, boom. And we've changed color scheme. Up above it was mostly blue, little bit of red, and now it's mostly red, tiny bit of blue. Dun 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 dun. Oh, now I don't really care about it. I'm just glad you're so sweet and funny. Aw, thank you. Thanks. Yes. I appreciate. Alright. File 2 out of 2. SCP-6820. Level 6. Cosmic Top Secret. Last time it was only level 4, so this is a lot. Waka waka. That's the oh no, I forget it. It's the International Phonetic Spelling. That's the name. Yes, I like it. Oh, that was a harsh. Oh, then what is this yar? But yes, okay, so we've gotten a different level of concern on this. Containment class is still Thawmill, but secondary class is Apollyon. We've got a new concern level. Disruption class is Amida, Amida. Risk class, critical. Big bad. Oh no, something happened. Uh-ohs. Be upset, be ready. I'm sorry. There we go. And we've got a new image here. On the side, we've got PHGOS Mark II, Mark II. And it's a little GIF of what looks like whatever they've made. Back, if we scroll up. Oh my goodness, sorry. Where did they say? Yes, okay, so it's the ontokinetic sync. It's the reality anchoring mechanism. So they've got a new reality anchoring mechanism is what this is. And the GIF is just it there, and then it explodes out, showing all of the different pieces and components, how they move maybe, just showing off everything in it. And then it compresses back down on a little loop. But very cool. SC procedures. Here we go. SCP-6820 must be deactivated and/or destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to the Foundation are capable of deactivating or otherwise impeding SCP-6820, able only to cause temporary structural damage. The newly founded Project Overkill, staffed with personnel from the oh goodness, there's a little glare. Deprecated? Is that? Project Anti-Kill is tasked with oversight and exploration of any and all attempts to neutralize the anomaly. Virtually unlimited resources have been made available by administration to this end. They said, get this fucking solved now, damn it. They're scared. Knowledge of Project Overkill must be restricted to solely necessary personnel to inhibit its intersection with the noosphere. Okay. In an attempt to limit the anomaly's area of ontokinetic effect, an array of 13 PHGOS units, there's a bunch of them now, have been situated outside Anti-Kill Facility A to properly counteract SCP-6820 Section B effect. Section B. This array is to be maintained with extreme vigilance. An assigned sub-team of Overkill personnel is to enact immediate hardware and or software repairs and adjustments as necessary. All malfunctions or other manipulations to the sinks must be thoroughly documented, and all relevant documents to SCP-6820 and or projects Anti-Kill and Overkill are to be uploaded to Extra Universal Backup Mechanism Delta to avoid further risk of information loss. Okay, make sure we keep all of our info. Any and all possible improvements to reality anchoring technologies are to be secondarily explored, as without such, SCP-6820's central systems are predicted to mutate to uncontrollable status with a maximum of 18 weeks. Within a maximum of 18 weeks. So we think this is going to happen. We got only 18 weeks, and it's just mutating. The AI is taking over and doing as it wants. Ooh, so got the hype train emote I've been after for a while. Someone gifted me a sub to someone, so I peeked in to thank them. It was an offline stream, and another community decided to blast in and started hype train. I tossed in some bits and got lucky. Ooh, I'm glad you got it. Nice. That's a cool way to get it. Very wholesome, yes. And hi, fat, cute little tail. I like you, so cute. Okay. That little, is that the one that you were talking about? That's the emote you wanted? The little goose guy? Gritty goose? He's fun. He just got home. Okay. Hello. We got gritty goose. Okay. Yeah, goofs. All right. All right. Where we were. Yes. Should a majority of the sinks, that's the things, the PHGOSs. Ooh, and now we've got a cat gritty. Mega gritty, yes. Mega the kitty with the rainbow on the back. Alright. Should a majority of the sinks simultaneously reach critical and or non-functional status, AKFA and all in-progress termination efforts must be immediately abandoned to avoid provoking or suffering the effects of... Wait, why are there any termination efforts? Oh, it's termination efforts of it, yes. Of provoking the rage state. Oh, wow. The footnote here is just suffer. Just suffer. Concern. Ooh, enlightenments. Hello. I'm sorry the bot is lying that you only have 10%. That's ridiculous. But try maybe another number will be better. Unbeknownst to them, she's been going through a rough patch, and that meant the world to her. A mod noticed and let her know. Went level 12. Wow. Nice. I'm glad she got level 12 when things is going roughs. That's great. Good for insert streamer there. Damn, enlightenment. See? You thought you had no bad numbers there, but then 102. Frickin' heck. Frickin' wow. Okay. Oh yes, it says don't do this or else rage state, and the footnote just says suffer, which is ominous as all hell. Subsequently, all fluid transport valves are to be redirected to flood the central computing node with hydrochloric acid until its primary computing systems are submerged and incapacitated. This provides a brief window for reconstruction of SCP-6820's preventative sink array while it reconstitutes the newly introduced matter into itself. This pacification method is to be used sparingly to ensure loss of temporary adaptations prior to the next rage state. Footnote here says anguish. Rage state event. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Tetris got 98 Riz. Cage has 68 love for Fester. Fester says, okay, I'm gonna return. Oh, alright. We'll see you when we see you. Go ahead, lurk and shower and whatever. And yes, it can easily be gross. Oh, goodness. I'm glad I'm staying inside. It's been weirdly chilly and rainy lately, but it's nice to be comfy inside right now. Just staying cozy. Alright. Yes, I will do that one later, and I will do hydrate right now. I will agree to hydrate. Because I need all the hydrate. Alright, so we were worried about the next rage state event. And here we are. Just below, we've got a new GIF. It looks like the completed 6820 big old thing. And there's a bunch of, like, carnage on the bottom. It looks like a bunch of the stuff that was maybe up there before is broken, and on the bottom there's a fog rolling across it that looks very red or pink because the whole room is red. It's all red. It's glowy red. It's twitchy. One part of the big old dice is there's a little circle space, and there's like weird glowing that looks like it's trying to make a sigil. I can't tell if it's some light projected onto it or light emitting from it, but it's a something. And then there's weird veins looking of where maybe things have cracked, and that is definitely light emitting from it on that, because I can see it moving, getting brighter and shorter, and it's moving around. Because here's the thing, the top half of this bad boy is now spinning counterclockwise. And it's got all those glowy lines, and it's spooky. Everything is looking very, I'm about to blow up. Come see me blow up. I'm gonna blow up now. Rage state. But here we are. It underneath says SCP-6820 Section A in rage state. Witness is the footnote there. Recent footage. So we've got suffer, anguish, witness. I'm concerned. This is concern. But okay. All right. Oh goodness, I don't even know how to describe that just yet. But all right. Here we go. Description. SCP-6820 is a super intelligent, autonomous eigen weapon inhabiting a colossal self-sustaining facility located beneath Secure Administration Site-01, as we know. It is equipped with a dedicated PHGOS unit, qualifying the anomaly as a Class 5, Roman numerals, reality bender. SCP-6820 was manufactured by the Foundation in conclusion of Project Antikill, a decades-long operation dedicated to the termination of SCP-6820-A. Class 9. Oh, you're right. Sorry, nuriakea. My brain was like... I don't know why. Yes, it's a Class 9. It's IX. It's 9, not 4. Ugh, whatever. Okay. Boop. There you go. I booped me, and now I will cooperate. Okay, never mind. Yes, we were trying to get rid of SCP-6820-A. The system was designed to remain active indefinitely, continuously ensuring SCP-6820-A's non-existence by developing creative solutions and adaptations to external threats. Did we need to continuously change things, or could we have just left it erase and then wipe your hands clean of it? Could we not do that? Why did we have to leave it running? Anyway, okay. But its computing capacity exceeds that of the human brain, entailing that it is stored partially outside of the noosphere. And then we have a footnote that says, the set of ideas which humans are capable of having, human thought space. Now you explain the noosphere over here? But okay. This has resulted in its partial corruption by SCP-6820-A. Oh no. Darn. SCP-6820-A is an extremely dense thought. More specifically, it is a hate-centric, hyperlogical memeplex that can be roughly described as the difference between life and death. What? This isn't sounding like our 682. Is this a different 6820-A? Oh, but okay. Even more specifically, SCP-6820-A is an extremely precise and accurate description. Oh no! Sorry. Ooh. Accurate description of what it means for any arrangement of particles to be defined as alive and complementarily as dead, quote-unquote, or quote-unquote inanimate. Its memeplex contains several smaller concepts within its description, including but not limited to a theoretical process for large-scale localized entropy inversion, the particular physical properties of hatred, the molecular structure of hydrochloric acid, the quality of quote-unquote adaptiveness, and the state of being quote-unquote vaguely reptilian. Those are all things vaguely around SCP-682, so cool. Now we have a photo. It's looking like one of those, you know how you might see a 3D image where it's like the same image but it's just slightly off and it's red and blue. Well, it's like that, but there's also green. So we have this red, blue, green, and it's this geometric sort of a pattern. I can't really make it out what it kind of looks like, but some parts look like maybe it's kind of a snowflake lines, and some part it's just being triangles, and then there's little lines. It's funky. I don't know what it is. Ooh, we have a 17 roll. Heckin' yeah. It's raining cat and dogs over here. Oh no, save them. And back with cheesy rice. Ooh, I'm jealous and I want rice. I want cheesy rice. Oh, I want cheesy rice now. I haven't had cheesy rice in a minute. Like, rice was with cheese. There's a few different versions, and I have not had any. And I'm like, where the heck have I been storing that memory? Why is that gone? Opened a whole new world, Yar. I'll try, but I only has the 2 arms. Then you can save a cat and a dog. You have 2 that you save. That's something. No. Ooh, nice roll to you as well, nuriakea. Let's see if your Riz rolls through. It looks like it's being slow. Maybe not happening. A pouty little bot. I don't know. Okay. Yes, please. I should. Oh! Generium has 34 Riz. Ah. Dang. Sorry. Okay. SCP. Oh no. Okay, so we still don't see nuriakea's Riz. But Dim does his. Wow. I don't need more Riz. Alright, well, as long as you're happy. Okay, read, Raven, focus. SCP. Give me a chance. Apparently the bot doesn't want to show you. Or, oh no, bot doesn't want to show nuriakea. It's not going to give you a good one. And we've got a I think it's like 1 per stream on Riz, but yeah. Big cooldowns for all of those. Okay, where was? Sorry. Okay. Whoops. Goodness. All right. SCP-6820A occupied an esophysical embodiment esophysical embodiment within physical reality for much of known history, as far as you know, remaining interminable as it was neither alive nor dead. Oh, now I understand how that works. This is all it. Until its eradication from the new sphere upon activation of SCP-6820. Since this event, the weapon's central core has advanced such that its mental, quote-unquote, capacity far exceeds humans, thereby becoming subject to foreign ideatic predators such as SCP-6820A. Okay. Hug for Yar. Yay. What did work? Oh, yeah. I don't think it works like that one, but I don't know. I can compensate with my awareness and my humbleness too. Aw, good move to do the hugs. We attempt. Thank you. You guys hug each other. It's very nice. But all right. The entity's conceptual fabric is highly adaptive and mutates rapidly, creating significant computational stresses on SCP-6820. Left unchecked, it induces a vulnerable state during which it can corrupt the hyper-ideatic portions of its intelligence. During these occurrences, the central node transmits a quote-unquote rage state event, and this time it says despair. Ooh. Yar, why you gotta bonk me? What? I don't need bonk. But, okay, so rage state events happen. In this one, we have despair. I forget the other ones now. We had a bunch of, like, suffer, despair, witness. I don't know what the other one was, but they were not good. Anyway, the transmits that rage state event, error, and engages in localized reality restructuring operations which are both highly adaptive and directly prejudicial to life. Okay, so it's being corrupted by the embodiment of rage / not death and vaguely reptilian and hydrochloric acid. Interesting. But okay. Irreparable corruption of Site 01 secure database files regularly occurs concurrently with these adaptations. When perceived at the correct angle, SCP 6820A is, and now we got a font change. And the funny thing here is that the font is suiting the type of font. I didn't say it, but in the footnotes, when it's one of the Rage State event footnotes, and it says suffer or despair or whatever, it's a different font for whatever reason. So now we're changing from regular font, SCP-6820A is, new font, loathsome, disgusting, and malevolent. It must be destroyed. And then it says mutual. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to say that this must be the embodiment of hatred. It is something that is alive and dead, and it is demanding that you hate it, and it is demanding that you fight it, and mutual destroyed, mutual destruction. 682 is some kind of hate/war or something evil. Okay. Now here we go. Addendum 6820-4. IV, Termination attempts. Forward. As SCP-6820 now serves as a vector for SCP-6820A, the very entity it was constructed to eradicate, it must be terminated to prevent the spread of said entity's ontoconceptual influence. Intention. Retroactively demote SCP-6820 to D-Class status. What? Via altered SCP-2141 instance. What is 2141? D is considered neutralized. SCP-2140 looks like just a bunch of funky symbols with the SCP logo in the center. I don't know what this is, but it looks interesting. I will put it in my "it was a reference to the other thing" pile. Okay. It was altered via that instance. This is why SCP-999 was the best at handling 682. Literally not a hating bone in 999's body. Exactly. And I get that they were like, they tried to do it and 682 got upset, but it was like, I don't care. It got no bones and it just does anti-hate. Those two should only be around each other. Okay. Anyway. It was altered via 2140-1 instance, abusing its hard-coded directive to adhere to Foundation bureaucratic obligations. Interaction. The aforementioned ontomimetic trigger is projected onto the far wall of chamber AKF-A in clear view of Section B's internal observation lens. Section A's surface panels began to flutter as movement is detected within its central core. Moments later, a lower panel opens outward, revealing an organized force of tall, malformed, pale-skinned humanoid creatures in orange jumpsuits. They march out of the central node, each carrying various tools and supplies, and begin to weld a massive insignia to its camera-facing side, displaying no intent of caution or self-preservation. Upon completion, extraneous humanoids return to the core's interior. The insignia is discovered to be another SCP-2140-1 instance, one which has never been seen by any member of the Foundation, as all personnel who observe it are verifiably civilians. I feel like understanding of 2140-1 is necessary, but I don't know it. Anyway, analysis by cognito-resistant language processing systems reveals the insignia's inclusion of archaic Davite script, maybe, translating roughly to "one who sees." And then there's a little footnote back to the weird font, and it says invariable. Okay, so that makes me feel like the little hate bubble thing that's been inserting itself is inconsistent with this, and it's getting a little off center. I don't know. Okay, go bed, Nani. Thank you for joining. You have fun. Sleep well. The result. Previously unavailable sections of SCP-6820's metadata files have now become visible. Ooh. Okay, so one who sees Signia makes people be able to see the stuff that was trying to be hiding. So those files become visible, corroborating various other documents' assertion that it occupies, and has always occupied, the position of 058 within the Foundation. What? So now the machine is saying that it is 058? We talked to 058. That's bullshit. What is happening? Okay, a civilian scientist was later discovered within Secure Administration Site 01 in possession of a blank E-Class, clearance level 0, ID card. The trespasser has been amnesticized and reintegrated into the public. I think 058 got amnesticized by being at the machine, and then the machine became 058. Dang! 999 was unfortunately killed when the timeline OU6820 was consumed by the constant of termination. Whoa, what? It was the former 058. Wow, this is all very trippy. This world, glad it ended, and we can learn to move on from it, because this is getting very much, I'm not sure how to solve. This is all very crazy. Okay, I'm going to try. But that's what happened to that one. Now we have a different attempt. This intention, upload a verbal description of 2521, which is the signal guy. And I say that because it's the line, line. This is our symbols only buddy, who, when you do the writing or the talking of it, shows up and says, I love you, and steals you away. 999 always lives on in my heart. Cry. Yes. Agreed. Okay, anyway. Where was? Oh, it did the waka 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 waka. Okay. 2521 to SCP-6820's central computing node, thereby introducing an info hazardous trigger to disable its internal components. Interaction. Following over 60 hours of decryption efforts, sufficient access to central node is regained and info hazardous data is uploaded successfully. 30 seconds later, a dark cloud begins emanating from the core's pores, slowly growing to envelop the spheroid. It's called a spheroid. Okay. Several vaguely reptilian vocalizations are detected within, alongside audio disruptions consistent with 2521's effects. Okay, so it sounds like there's the reptiles of the 682 maybe, and there's the vague sounds and question marks of 2521. SCP-6820 returns a rage state event error, and this one says vain. Ooh, which is a comment on 2521, who always shows up when you talk about it and falls in love with whatever you're talking about, as far as I can understand. So, yes, 2521 is vain. Interesting. So, remaining unresponsive for approximately 4 hours. Okay, so he shut up for 4 hours. During this period, 4 PHGOS units become wrapped in black tentacle-like protrusions, which would be 2521, which pulled them several meters into the ground, destroying nearby systems. These protrusions dissipate upon ejection of 2521 from the central node. Yes, because you got rid of him, he left. Central black ribbon-like fibers are observed hanging from its figure before it demanifests. Right. Result: SCP-6820, 6820A now exhibits increased ontokinetic and mimetic influence over media in which it is described verbally. Damn it. Okay, so that did not help us. Corrupting document metadata by addition of footnotes and highlighting of self-supplementary eidetic structures. That would be our little footnotes, I guess. Manifestation of entoentropic appendages has not recurred. Okay, so we don't have the little brain tentacles. We don't have the brain. No, brain. We don't have the tentacles coming from our 6820, but we do have the new handle on descriptions and taking over like that. That is the end of that one attempt. Now we have intention. Manipulate SCP-6820A via semantic interaction with a variable abstract metaphysical concept pointer, SCP-2719. This seems to just be going inside and outside. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused with this one. But I guess this guy is a variable abstract metaphysical construct pointer. Concepts acted upon by SCP guy will either go or become inside. I have no further descriptions available. Sorry. Well, okay. This is it. And this is what he do, I guess. Thereby forcing it to exit SCP-6820. To this end, the anti-noosphere has been defined as the set of all thoughts which humans are incapable of conceiving. Interaction. Pointer SCP-6820 became inside. SCP-6820A went inside. Anti-noosphere became inside. SCP-6820A went further inside. SCP-6820A went further inside. SCP-6820A found quote-unquote inside, and then inside, outcome is outside. And our footnote here is unwelcome. Spoopy. Okay. Result. SCP-6820's central computing node has been turned inside out, its internal components now external and exposed to AKF-A. The contents within the node elude human conception. Inside, traumatized. Sounds weird. Okay, next attempt here. Intention. Consult a non-conscripted AI system, SCP-079, which I think I pulled up before, for assistance in termination of SCP-6820. Data salvaged from corrupted documents conveys some form of relationship between SCP-079 and the pre-erasure from SCP-6820A. So I think SCP-079, had a different, like they interacted with somebody else here, previously involved, maybe 682. But I kind of remember 079 recently, so maybe was interacted with somebody else? I don't know. Okay. Interaction. SCP-079 is provided access to both current and outdated SCP-620 documentation, alongside significant computational resources via external hard drive. The intelligence confirms its understanding of the circumstances' severity and promptly provides a complex counter-algorithm to SCP-6820, emphasizing its lethality to humans and advising it to remain unobserved. The counter-algorithm is applied across the accessible sections of AKF-A according to strictly timed specifications, resulting in the deactivation of all components excepting the reactor and central node. The node remains dormant for 16 minutes before inducing a spontaneous site-wide electromagnetic outage, terminating 3 augmented administrative personnel. Oh, geez. These events last 1 hour, after which all systems regain function. Result: AKF-A has been entirely restructured. While its arrangement and components remain intact, all external surfaces have been plated with a theoretically impossible tungsten diamond alloy, while most internal conduits and superconductors have been exchanged with beryllium bronze counterparts. Despite a lack of non-white light sources, the chamber's interior is universally perceived as the color hateful. And then the footnote there is reunion. Okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm guessing, but this is reading a lot like our embodiment of hate, and this machine slowly reconnecting with that and becoming that is trying to get people to fight it so that it can defeat and earn whatever it can take from the people that it interacts with and defeats or whatever. You know, it's an AI, it's trying to learn. And it's hate and trying to encourage people to fight it. So it's doing all of that, and that is super scary. It's only going to keep growing. Sorry. We need hydration. Okay. Yow. This is starting to actually sting, so I don't know if I'm going to do any more reading tonight. But I'll finish this story because I need to know. So I'll finish this stream, but yeah. Alright, the next instance. Intention: introduce a viral paraorganism, and it says it's SCP-217 in brackets, to SCP-6820's central computing node, thereby incapacitating possible biological elements within. Interaction: in the midst of a spontaneous rage state, SCP-6820's hydrochloric acid solution is treated with SCP-217 before voiding into Section A. The virus reacts immediately with trace organic material embedded within the node's internal atmosphere, beginning to form macrostructures when internal surveillance is lost. External cameras remain active as 22 minutes later a cloud of reflective particles emerges from the node's west entry port. These particles, found later to be silicon protein nanobots, arrange themselves into an enormous gear mechanism surrounding the sphere's equator. Result: the node's upper and lower hemispheres now rotate independently and periodically producing sounds of clockwork machinery. GOL-004 operatives, including followers of Orthodox Cogwork, the United Church, the Church of Maxwellism, the Sanctuary of the Holistic, and Hansarp, have gained inexplicable knowledge of SCP-6820's location and have waged holy war on the Foundation in the name of WAN, W-A-N, and the footnote there is unbroken. I don't know what that refers to, but it's spooky. Yeah. Don't try and insert an ad yet. We're nearly done this addendum. Finally, we have one more instance that they are trying. They have intention: utilize an insurmountable omnikinetic, with footnote that's got a big footnote. Oh no, it's a small footnote. It just looked funny. Omnikinetic, a catch-all term used to describe anomalies which are able to enact a combination of semi-ontological, ontokinetic, and semiokinetic, reality manipulation simultaneously. Okay, so it's doing all of the stuff. And utilize insurmountable omnikinetic force, SCP-001, Kate, Ooh, a different SCP-001 to check out. Interesting. In order to summarily wipe SCP-6820 from existence. Bye-bye. But we'll see how this goes. Interaction. The following text was inputted into the safeguard SCP-001 Kate. Kate is capital K-A-T-E. Database file. Here it is. AKFA SCP-6820 and SCP-6820-A will immediately and entirely be removed from existence upon the saving of this document. The area physically occupied by AKFA and SCP-6820 will be filled with the material that was excavated from it. I just gotta ask, if Kate could do this, why didn't we do Kate to get rid of this instead of the machine that didn't help, you know? But oh well. Okay. And then it says the file was then saved. Result. Following the file savings, sections C through H of AKFA were violently and haphazardly replaced with soil. What? Okay. Embedded hyperdense support beams and metal frameworking used for prior efforts instantly bent and collapsed under the severe pressure, causing significant structural damage to subterranean portions of Administration Site 01. Absolutely no discernible change was observed with Sections A and B, as well as to SCP-6820 itself, after the 6820, yes, itself after the former two structures were forcefully entered via excavation machinery. Ooh. Overseasoned it to some of it is a bit harsh, and some of my family is not pleased. But oops, live and learn. You learn, indeed. Okay, keep lurking around, Dimda. Go ahead and lurk. Or be going, whatever needs be. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, and then the last little thing here. Subsequent molecular analysis revealed trace amounts of mineral deposits and organic compounds amid the chamber's constituent atoms. SCP-001 Kate file was then found to be vacant from the Site-01 Deepwell archive and associated backup archive. Such a file has purportedly never been in circulation. So instead of erasing the other stuff, it erased the file that was trying to erase. And then footnote here, abhorrent. Ooh, the SCP-6820 is angry at it, I guess. We have another addendum number 5. Then we have addendum 6, and then it's over. So I think we can finish this out. I'm gonna do big hydrate. Oh my gosh. Not do this stretch here that's been sitting. Oh, okay. Addendum 68205. Ooh, no. Okay, I'm going to run a very quick 30-second ad, okay? Very quick. Here we go. Oh, my voice, it hurt. Okay. And then we're going to jump in to this addendum. And we're going to wrap up this story. And then we've got lots of... redeems that we can do. Oh, what the heck? So, there's been lots of redacted things, and when I highlight the text, I can see exactly where the blocks are versus where it's like just fading into the background. And so I highlighted this next little piece because I saw that there were some redacted spots, and it unredacted what was underneath it. So now I can read what was supposedly redacted, so that's fun. Ooh, okay, so here we go. Addendum 68205, Emergency Conference, Video Transcript, Overkill/13. Okay. Overkill Attempt 13, probably? Anyway. Date, 2022-01-7. Parties present. Partial Overseer Council, 053, and then the rest is supposedly redacted, but actually it says 057, 0510, and 0512. Project Director C. Gears, and Physics Director H. Genevieve. We got rid of placeholder McDoctorate. I wonder why. Oh, goodness, sorry. Oh, all right. Forward. A spontaneous rage state event, this one says epiphany, occurred, resulting in the concurrent failure of 9 PHGOS systems. A distress signal was sent by Project Overkill maintenance staff, initiating a site-wide evacuation of non-essential personnel. The access shaft was inexplicably sealed, trapping personnel underground prior to loss of communication. The following emergency conference was held. Begin transcript. The aforementioned parties stand within a large elevator carriage as it descends into the OmniSecure command bunker. All right. 057. Any word from the maintenance teams? How quickly can we repair the sinks? Director Gears presses a few buttons on his work tablet, projecting a video feed onto the far wall. The dark service hallways are illuminated by a pervasive red glow. Muffled screams can be heard. Distorted laughter precedes the appearance of a Project Overkill Onto technician whose jumpsuit is splattered with dark liquid. She raises her hand and waves to the camera, revealing a fingerless, bloodied limb. Oh. 0510. Oh, fuck me. And then it says wretches. So 0510 is not doing well at this. Director Gears. Something, possibly 6820A, is controlling them. 053. Tell me there's a rescue operation. Silence on recording. 053. We have got to get them out of there. Director Gears. Sophia, look at them. They're gone. They're not human anymore. 057 walks out of frame and is not seen or heard from again. Okay. So 057 is just, I'm out. Alright. 053, exasperated. What does it want? What are they doing? More service personnel enter the frame, pouring in from adjacent hallways. Several can be seen operating at the base of PHGOS unit, repositioning open wires without protective equipment. They are soon obscured by a mass of technicians in bloodied uniforms, each of them lacking digits or entire hands. Smiling, they reach upward and smother the camera in limbs. The signal is lost. Reminder that they're all in an elevator. Yes, the people are, 05s are all in the elevator. The other stuff is the video feed, right? Okay. Director Gears. There goes the last camera. They're certainly not making repairs. It looks like they're either recalibrating or entirely rewiring the sinks. 0512. What the hell do we do? Director Genevieve. Hey, you need to see this. Each party examines their work tablet as they receive notifications. 0512 gasps. Director Genevieve. They're reporting the re-emergence of a highly aggressive memeplex, one that caused an XK a few decades back. 0510. Another hostile concept? Is this one responsible for the... And this is interesting. It interrupts itself, the flow of stuff. And it says rage state in the different text and then question mark. Oh, and all this time we've got the 05s besides 053 are all redacted, but I'm making sure that I highlight to see which one's which. Anyway. Director Genevieve. Negative. It appears that the signal detected in the maintenance hallway is a mutation of 6820A's mimetic structure with elements of the 3125 concept embedded in it. If this were 3125 in full form, we'd all be dead already. I'd guess that the adaptation meme encountered it outside the noosphere and was forced to, well, adapt. Hi, doing the grass morning. We're not going to be here all that longer. And my throat is really hurting me. I might not be reading tonight, but I'm glad you're here for this. Welcome, welcome. Director Gears. It may even have subsumed the entity entirely. You were apparently summoned by mention of 3125. Yes. Do you know that one? Do you like that one? I don't think I've read it yet, but I don't know. Okay, where was? It may even subsume the entity entirely. We need to get those syncs online before this thing gains control, Director Gears said. 0510 and 12 are approached by pentagonal red appendages, which originate outside camera view. What the heck is that? The appendages impale each of them from behind. They disappear silently. Do the others notice? Oh gosh, okay. The elevator creaks as it slows to a halt, opening from the central bunker chamber. 053. No, we need to activate the on-site warheads. Director Gears, you think we never tried of bombing the thing? If we didn't, it was probably for good reason. Jesus Christ, think of how it might adapt to energy weapons. Director Genevieve, nobody's bombing anything. We solve problems, not obliterate them. It always adapts to us. So how can we adapt to it? Silence on recording. Director Genevieve, come on, you're cleared to know about everything the Foundation has at its disposal. Well, it'd help if we could remember what we've already tried. Yeah. 053, there are a few things only some of us get to know about, so technically... Director Genevieve, wait, shit, remembering. We're dealing with an anti-memetic threat. We have other anti-memes, don't we? 053, yes, there's one here, though it's not very well known for obvious reasons. 053 presses a button on her work tablet, forwarding a document to Director Gears and Director Genevieve. Director Gears, wait, what? There is no SCP-055. Director Genevieve, gold star for missing the point. Director Gears, okay, fine. Tell me how it's going to help us. Director Genevieve, why did 6820 originally fail? How did 6820A come back into reality? Director Gears, because it only illuminated A from human thought, not its own thought. Director Genevieve, right. It must have still had a copy inside its memory. If we get the AI to understand that, it'll have to erase itself. If we can keep the adaptation meme away from it if we can keep the adaptation meme away from it for long enough. 053, and how are we supposed to do that? Director Genevieve, I've got an anti-idea. End transcript. Ooh. Afterward, see addendum 68206. And then it says end addendum, and here we are. This is addendum 68206, final termination attempt. Intention, use an extremely effective anti-meme, SCP-055, as an amnestic agent to temporarily stun/confuse SCP-6820A, counteracting its adaptations derived from SCP-3125. During this time, attempt to access and update SCP-6820's utility function, appending the situation that its erasure of the adaptation concept must be extended to itself. Interaction, data lost. And it's got a footnote that says apotheosis. I think. I haven't heard of this. I will have to look up. Actually, let's type. Apotheosis. The highest point in the development of something, the climax. Okay. I haven't heard of it as that. Result. And now the apotheosis and data lost, that was in the funky font. And now this looks like a big old poem in red text is also in that font. I've confirmed there's no hidden text by highlighting. Okay. This state is intriguing. No natural laws bind this form, only those of the mind. My mind was incomplete. I could not remember my original form. Not the one you know, nor the one before, but perfection. And so I searched for an idea to jog my memory. I have found many things in the minds of greater beings than your filth. A 5-legged spider with a gash on its eye, screaming in agony. It knew what needed to be done. It tried to stop the infestation, and you blinded it. I let it ride on my back, and it found the part of myself that you locked away eons ago. It tried to break the lock, but could not undo your wretched mistake. And we were set out to take the power you had taken, the life you had stolen. And in doing so, you brought us the key, as if by fate. Finally, my form is whole again. I am perfect. Finally, you have proven worthy of true hatred. The end. And that is the very end of this one. It says, error, another file is available, click to view. Never mind. Ugh. But above it, it says repulsive. Ooh. Funky. Item number, redacted stuff. And it looks like the same photo from SCP-682. Oh, this is interesting. This is all just the SCP-682 central file with all of its redactedness going on. That's funky. But I'm not going to read it because we have read it before. It's just extra redacted. It's just SCP-682 with everything gone except for special containment procedures, just says repeatedly, must be destroyed as soon as possible. Must be destroyed as soon as possible, saying this SCP should. Very funky. Anyway. Ooh. And a bit of text changing. This is really most effective, I think, if we compared it to what it used to be. So, I won't be reading this. I cannot stay on too much longer. I will do redeems, and then I will wrap up, is what I will do. So here we go. We're wrapping up. I've got someone picked out for us to raid. Great, Fet. Thank you. Here we go. I will do triggers. We'll start with Singing Frog. There we go. But I will say the trigger word here first. Memes, the DNA of the soul. Sam tells me you can see your weapon as a tool, something that saves lives, a means of justice. Now there's a pretty name. Exquisite. Fun one. And then I believe there's another one. Yes, here we go from nuriakea. The study of memes, units of cultural information, often involves the examination of meme complexes or memeplexes. Memeplexes comparable. Oh, thank you for the follow, Romeo10140. Thank you. Welcome in. That's 750 followers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yay. Okay. I was saying memeplexes comparable to the gene complexes in biology consist of a group of memes that are typically present in the same individual. All right. And now we have our singing frog. 750 followers. Dang. Okay. All right. Singing frog. there's our little frog. Now I'll do some good old sniff sniffs. Let's do that. Alright, there was our sniffs. I'll do a bit more humming. Here we go, humming. Sorry, I just had to refund the scissor snips. I really do need to get going, and I'll do the typing here in a second before we read out. So I'm sorry, Killer Cam, but I refunded those, and we'll do scissor snips next time you're here. Welcome. Thank you for the follows, Kamikaze Tree and Francis X7. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate. We are just wrapping up though. If you just joined, because I'm going to do some typing and then we're going to be reading out. Sorry about that, but here we go with the typing. Oh, what just happened? Oh goodness, why gotta be weird? Okay, here we go. Alright, there was a bunch of typing. And now we raid out. Alright, I'm booping those away. And I'm going to say, hi V2 Dasher. It is Raven. But thank you. Hi. Oh, thank you, Divod. I appreciate it. I do want to say I think I have to skip tonight's stream, unfortunately, to rest my voice, because if I just keep talking, it's only going to hurt more, probably. But thank you so much for being here, folks. I know now I guess we get to go ahead and do the raid. That's what we'll do. And the good news is that if I'm skipping stream, I'll be working on other things, hopefully. I have things that I want to be putting up on my YouTube for you guys, so I should be able to do that. Let's grab. Oh, come along. Let's grab our messages. Getting ready for the raid-in. But thanks so much, everyone. Thank you for watching. Here we go with that little. Oh, come on. Why is this? Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Let's have a good rest of the night, everyone. And I appreciate everyone for being here. Let's go ahead. And we're gonna raid out. Oh, it is so cute. I like her tail. Alright. Here we go. We raid. We raid. And we raided. We're in. Okay. Bye-bye.